Word-to-word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Śrīla Prabhupāda ki jai. Huda, water, apluptam, submerged in. Vishwam, the three words. Idam, this. Tada, at that time. Asita, it is to remain. It is so remained, sorry. It is so remained. Yat, in which. Nidraya, in slumber. Amilita, closed. Drik, eyes. Nayamiliyat, not completely closed. Abhi Indra, Ahi Indra, the great snake Anant, Talpe, on the bed of, Abhishayana, lying on, Eka, alone, Kritashanaha, being engaged, Swa Atma Ratau, enjoying in his eternal potency. Niriha, without any part of external energy. Translation. At that time, when the three words were submerged in water, Garbhodakshai Vishnu was alone, lying on his bedstead. The great snake Anant, and although he appeared to be slumber in his own eternal potency, free from the action of external energy, his eyes were not completely closed. So please repeat after me. At that time, when the three words were submerged in water, Garbhodakshai Vishnu was alone, lying on his bedstead. The great snake Ananta, and although he appeared to be in slumber in his own internal potency, free from the actions of the external energy, his eyes were not completely closed. Purport. The Lord is eternally enjoying transcendental bliss by his internal potency, whereas the external potency is suspended during the time of the dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Samsajivam Savadetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. So it's a 3-line purport or 2.5-line purport. The Lord is eternally enjoying transcendental bliss by his internal potency, whereas the external potency is suspended during the time of the dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. So here now we are discussing from many days or maybe whatever. Like now Maitreya Muni is answering the questions started. He still not have started answering, but he is giving the basis of his answer from where he heard this, and he is going to explain the same thing as it is. So I was going through this chapter. It is today's 10th verse. So I would request, if with your permission, that some things like wonderful things which I would like to share all of it with you. Like in text, if you go to text 1, first thing, like Maitreya Muni, he glorify Vidura. That I discussed in last class also, the service I did, that he glorify Maitreya. Vidura. Maitreya Muni is glorifying his leniency from where he born, and how he is so much close to Krishna, how Krishna used to, let us say, having a relationship with them, like as a family person. So he's saying, you are such a wonderful person. This is the quality of a Vaishnavas. Very important qualities. Normally in material world, it's very hard to find. Very one has to do practice even. The faults immediately we catch. Oh, that person did this wrong, or that person did this wrong. Because we are conditioned, and from time immemorial we are in this state of consciousness. First, we started to find whatever in Vaikuntha Loka or wherever we were, we become envious of Krishna, why he is enjoying. So, as soon as the soul thinks about like that, immediately this Maya catches that person. And then his material journey starts. So, but here Bhagavatam again and again try to give this point or this quality, this all Bhagavatam personalities, they showing by their own example how we have to see the good qualities in everyone. There is one pastime, I think, from South India, maybe one of the ācāryas, who were great devotees. I heard in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam by one South Indian devotee, he was saying this ācāryas. The ācārya was going with his disciples, and one dog, it was having diseased dog, full of pus and this and that. And he was just lying down on the way where they were going. So these disciples, they started speaking, oh my God, this diseased dog, we will get disease, get away from this. So they started walking on the side of the ways, But the ācārya, their guru, he said, but he has very nice teeth. His teeth was shining. Dog's teeth are normally very shining. So you see his teeth is very shining. So he showed by his own example, even that place, dirty dog or whatever in normal eyes, but he saw the good thing. And that was the quality of Śrīla Prabhupāda also. He was fanning everybody's Krishna consciousness by using his good qualities in Krishna consciousness. He never rejected anybody. There's a pastime of one man, drunk man came in Prabhupada's class. And he came and he went to toilet with toilet paper. He put toilet paper there and he came out. He said, "You people don't keep toilet paper in your toilets." And the disciples of Prabhupada were really upset with this because in between class he said, and he walked away. So disciples were angry. Prabhupada said, at least he did some service to Krishna. So this is the quality we have to develop, which in first, starting with this, he didn't start speaking immediately answering. He glorifying that person, Vidura. So like, we have to sing among ourselves, at least start with ourselves. Then the place become Vaikuntha. Seeing good qualities and speaking about that. It's not just like seeing and don't speak. We should appreciate that personality. Oh, you have such a nice quality. So, let us do some exercise. Great Prabhu, what good quality you see in our Chakratirtha Prabhu? He is very knowledgeable, yes. It's about scripture, wonderful. Yeah, you see, so many good qualities he already told. Yeah. So great Prabhu, oh no, Milan Prabhu. What good quality? Melton. Okay, Melton Prabhu. What good quality you see in our Janardhan Prabhu? What?
He's very enthusiastic.
Very enthusiastic, yeah. We see him all the time, day or night or whenever you meet, he is enthusiastic. He's not like... Okay. Anton Prabhu, what good qualities is in our Melton? He is very humble. Yeah, you never saw him like arguing like me, or he's humble. And he does lot of service. And he is ready to do any service. Chakratirtha Prabhu, what good qualities you see in? He is good quality personified. What good qualities still I would like to ask from you? Huh? We have. Krishna is the controller. Yeah. Yeah, you see? No one is there. Our Leelanath Prabhu is there. He's always enthusiastic. Always taking care of about the devotees. Yeah. You see? So this is our Leelanath Prabhu. He's like a... Yeah. You see? So many good qualities. And this good quality, especially when we are, let us say, living with the person, somebody. Let us say we are living in a temple. But if we are living with somebody in a room, or maybe wife, children, we must see the good qualities and see each other. This is the psychologist says to the people when they are like, going to divorce, this and that. They say, see the good qualities, this, and try not this. And somebody is in depression, then they give this exercise. But Bhagavatam is already giving these things from the beginning. So that's what, like, in other purport, Prabhupada write, like, Bhagavatam has all the solution of all the problem of this material world. You don't have to go another books. Don't have to read psychology books or that book or that book. No. If you read Bhagavatam with the praying mood, scrutinizingly, with the Prabhupada, let us say, Prabhupada, because you have told us and your disciple is telling me to study Bhagavatam. When we read in that manner, then the qualities comes out. So in the first verse, this very nice thing came out. And when we read the purport, that is another wonderful thing. Like Prabhupada is just, it's amazing. Like he writes, Maitreya Muni, you see, Maitreya felt happy to have such glorious company as Vidura. Like Maitreya is senior, but he's feeling that I'm having your association. It's not that I'm a senior, you are a junior, you are having my association. It's not like that. I am having your association. Prabhupada is writing this. And he says, he considered the company of Vidura most desirable because such association can accelerate one's dormant propensities for devotional service. Accelerate when we have this desire. And then here Chakra Prabhu was saying that if we have enough time, we have to. I try to, because in this purport there's two, external and internal energy is, Prabhupada just gave 2.5 line purport, so I felt, let us see, little summarize this from first verse to 10th verse. And then in second, he is speaking that how this transcendental knowledge is coming, who heard, like how I get. He is not saying I read or something, I know, no. This is not the way of understanding spiritual knowledge or transcendental knowledge. Like if you are in school, then teacher says, I know. You have to learn from me. But here it's not like this. He said, by the mercy of my spiritual master, my ancestors, I heard. It's like whole Lenin is giving, like yesterday, how this knowledge came. How Sanat Kumara went to Sankarshana, and then from Sankarshan, like there's a whole Lenin is giving. That's what here Maitreya Muni immediately started. So ham nirnam shola sukhaya dukkha, which was directly spoken to the great sages by the personality of Godhead for the benefit of those who are entangled in extreme miseries for the sake of very little pleasure. It's a very important point come here, like sometime I was discussing with our, Prakash Prabhu from Nepal. We were just having talk a few days before when we have program on day after, before Monday. He heard about something Ritviks. He said, Prabhuji, this Hare Krishna movement and ISKCON is different. I say, yeah, it is different. Then he said, but they are also preaching about Prabhupada. They said that. I say, yes, they are also preaching. Then I say, but they have one very big fault. Like after Prabhupada, they believe that there is no pure devotee who can initiate. This is their understanding, which is full of fault. But they are trying to preach Śrīla Prabhupāda's teachings, so something they are getting followers. What to say when if somebody is giving teachings of Prabhupada? Even somebody is giving nonsense teaching, they also get the followers. What to say if somebody is preaching about Prabhupada? As it is. So here, it is not, let us say, he is saying directly. No, he's saying this is coming from paramparā. I heard, they heard, then I heard from them. So this is the way of getting spiritual knowledge, understanding. It's not, okay, Sankarshan stop and then I went to Sankarshan and then I heard, then third person, somebody went. No. Now Vidura is hearing from Maitreya. Even Krishna in Bhagavad Gita clearly says, Evam paramparā praptam evam Rāja Vidyā saha kālena mahata yoga nashta parantapa. This knowledge comes from paramparā. If this paramparā will stop, you will have some information, but not the transcendental knowledge. You will know information. In Bhagavatam it is written like that, in Bhagavad Gita it is like that. But it is not necessary that you will get the Krishna Prem, which is the whole soul property of Srimati Radharani. Only she can give us this transcendental love, or that's what Lord Chaitanya came to give. And then he gave this knowledge to Shat Goswami, then like this knowledge is coming to us. Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. We don't say, oh, we are directly disciples of Lord Chaitanya. we say Shat Goswamis are the direct disciples. So this Ritviks, one can ask questions. So, okay, why Prabhupada? I'm a direct disciple of Bhakti Siddhanta. And somebody can say, oh, why Bhakti Siddhanta? I'm a direct disciple of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And then goes up to Krishna. Then nobody is in between. But this is not the way. Because then we will not have this consciousness of be a servant of a servant of a servant, which is the qualification to be in transcendental world. First qualification, Jivere Swarup Hoy, Nitya Krishna Das. Because we miss that conception of this servant of a servant. There's no entry. You will be stopped. No, you cannot come. There is a wonderful pastime which is not like Prabhupada mentioned or that whatever being in Vrindavan I heard from sadhus. So I hope there will be no objection in that because this is in relation to this consciousness. There's a one very, very great saint in Vrindavan. He, by his own austerity or whatever, even deity of Krishna came out, which is called Radha Vallabhji. He was such a highly elevated devotee. But once he went to Yamunaji for taking bath, he was going to Yamunaji and this dacoits or thieves, they thought he is a big ācārya, he must have him money or lot of this donation or whatever. So they asked him, he was not like, I don't have anything. They cut his head and throw him in Yamunaji. So his head was like going. So his guru, he was taking bath in Yamuna. So his head came and stuck his leg. So the guru moved away, again stuck, moved away, again. Then guru says, what is coming again? And then he told, oh, he's my disciple. And this head was speaking, cutted head. He said, I'm not allowed to enter in transcendental world or Vaikuntha. He said, what happened? He said, because I offended you. This disciple, he stopped, let us say, meeting his guru. He didn't care or whatever. So he was not allowed to enter in the spiritual world. Even this Radha Vallabhji came by his whatever. But Krishna wanted to show by this pastime. No, you cannot. Even come to that level by your devotion. Krishna came. Okay, I agreed to become as a deity form and people are worshipping this and that. Not allowed in transcendental world. So here in this second, this paramparā is explained very nicely. Therefore, Sri Maitreya Muni, out of compassion for the suffering men in the world, proposed to speak on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam first and last. It's very nice if one comes in contact with the book Bhagavatam, which we are trying, as well as with the devotee Bhagavatam. Prabhupada writes in this purport, when this Maitreya Muni is speaking, devotee Bhagavatam. Like Chakratirtha Prabhu asked on Sunday this question, how to find pure devotee? Because this is most important thing. Once comes in devotional service, in practice or in sadhana, then one start chanting, then next is like I have to take shelter of a pure devotee. But this shelter comes when one person is sincere, when one chant very sincerely, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If one just have this desire to understand spiritual knowledge, we have heard so many pastimes in book distribution, or that person say, oh, I was looking for this book. Right and time, Prabhu? Oh, I was looking for spirituality. Then book distributor meets him. They give him book. That jiva. Then that jiva starts come in contact with book Bhagavatam. First step. He reads, oh, you have to have spiritual master, Prabhupada says in purports, this and that. Once, like it's nice, how you call? like jokes or joking pastime or whatever. I don't know exactly word. Like, so one person came to in class of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj in Punjabi Bagh. I was just hearing this lecture. He says, in your Prabhupada books, every second page it is written, surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. What is this in every second page? What is this? Be a servant of a servant, this, every second page. What is this? Maharaj said, you understood very nicely. So, because he got the book, he was reading, so he came in touch of now book Bhagavatam, person Bhagavat, right? That's how, when person is sincere, then this is Krishna's, then Krishna become very, let us say, active, and then actually Krishna wants more than us, that we should come back home, back to Godhead, like what we want. At least I don't have so much desire that just I'm crying, Nayanam galadashudharaya vadanam gadgad rudraya gira pulka nishutam vapu kada tav nam grahane bhavishyati. When I chant, I immediately sleep. You must notice. There is no Nayanam galadashudharaya. There is Nayanam nidra ashraya. Immediately nidra comes. So, but Krishna makes arrangement. Lord Chaitanya is then more merciful. Lord Nityananda is more merciful. Even we are beating on the head of Lord Nityananda like Jagai Magai. We are the modern Jagai Magais. Break principles, offend or whatever, eat anywhere, everywhere, or lot of mistakes we did, but still he keeps us in association of devotee. This is the mercy of Lord Nityananda coming through Śrīla Prabhupāda. Prabhupada started this movement amongst what type of people? We all know. So one should not be feel like, oh, I'm born in whatever, my lineage is I'm from Brahmana family. But how much you know about Brahmanatva and how much you know about Brahma. Brahma janati iti Brahmana. Those who know Krishna means who is that is Brahman. Do you know about Krishna? I was with this Jaramara Prabhu from Spain. He was telling this. Last time I also told somehow that he had this inquisitiveness. Whenever he goes to India, he meet people. So he was doing some purchasing for the Spain temple. Then he met that person. He was saying, oh, I am from Brahman family. Oh, he said, Acha. He said, do you eat meat? Yes, I eat, but not in home, you know. I don't eat in home. Not in home. I eat outside. He was like so much proud to speak. And then Jaramara Prabhu says, Acha. He said, your mother eats? Oh, no. She never eat. Means to say she never eat. But then he asked, do you eat onion garlic? Yes, onion garlic we eat. But I'm from Brahman family. So what type of Brahman you are? Have you read Bhagavad Gita? No. So he was going back like this. Whatever, my point is like one should not become puffed up by sometime born in a, let us say, devotee family, first of all. And then sometimes lot of time, which we got body in India, we become puffed up. I see many times, oh, I'm born in India, Bharatvarsha. Oh, this white devotee, he doesn't know anything. This is a very nice pastime about this. You have heard, must have Radharaman temple. Radharaman, like devotees went to Radharaman because Prabhupada said you have to learn deity worship from there. So they went there and they were so much happy, though so much like blissful. They asked this Goswami of that temple, can we have some chance to worship deity Radharamanji? Because they were Brahmanas in ISKCON and they were doing deity worship, Krishna Balaram deity worship or what. So this Goswami being puffed up as a Goswami, he says you will have to take birth in next life in a Goswami family, then you will be able to worship Radharaman. Devotee became disheartened because he knew Brahman means not by birth, by quality. That's what they heard from Prabhupada. What's that Bhagavad Gita said, what Bhagavatam is saying. Even Vidura is a dāsi putra, but Maitreya is saying you are glorified. I will be purified by your association. But somehow other Goswami don't read Prabhupada books, so they didn't know. I'm just joking. So the disciples came to Prabhupada and they say the whole story. Prabhupada became furious. He said, you go back to these Brahmanas and tell Goswamis and tell them you will take birth in next life in US, then you will join ISKCON, then you will be able to worship, deity worship properly. Because they are desiring to whatever. The point is like this parampara, this is like we have to take shelter of a pure devotee. And then in next, again in next third verse he glorify Vidura. And as Leelanath Prabhu yesterday was explaining so nicely, that this knowledge is not like to say 5,000 year ago, just 5,000 year before, or maybe Krishna told to Arjuna, or maybe Shukdev Goswami told to Parikshit Maharaj, or Suta Goswami again explained to Saunaka Rishi. It's not like that. This is from time immemorial. Like Prabhupada so many times that you cannot trace the time when you came in this material, but you cannot trace. Only when one will become liberated, go to Krishna, then maybe. But Ayendra Prabhu used to become very angry on this question. Once somehow or other we were like some youth forum devotees or sadhakas, they went to Ayendra Prabhu's room. Whenever they used to come, they used to meet Ayendra Prabhu for. So this question was asked by some person that from where we came, from spiritual world or where were we, this blah blah. Because this question, and once time it was like a wildfire everywhere. Because Prabhupada said something, and this and controversy was going on, so they decided to ask from Ayendra Prabhu. And Ayendra Prabhu first he was hearing and he was doing his, like in his rooms, doing his different things. And then when this question came, he became little like stop, and then he turned around. He said, you foolish people, you are trying to understand how this fire came in this house. You don't want to get out of this fire first and then understand how this fire came. First try to get out from this material world. And the process is very simple. Why you are wasting your time how I came here? And then he said, when you will go to spiritual world, then Krishna will tell you how you came. So, here, this knowledge is from time immemorial, like Chatur Kumar, they went to Sankarshana. And which age and which, it's nothing mentioned here, what time, but it's from time. Here Prabhupada writes this is from time immemorial. And then, Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai. Then very nicely it is explained about the science, like, people wants to have some powers. Everybody wants to have power. Like not only like scientists have got this power of flying now. You can fly anywhere. From this world to that country. Before people, let us say, it was not visible to the people. And like you can go under the water by submarine. This is power one can get. You can go in sky also by rockets. But here it is this wonderful, like the sages came from the highest plane and down to the lower region through the water of the Ganges. They didn't use any whatever, how you call rockets or something. They just come by water of the Ganges. Such a nice thing, na? If we got this power and dive in Ganga and then go to direct to Chandralok, then there will be no fight between Russia and America. We are going first to moon. By the way, they never reached the moon. According to Śrīla Prabhupāda, they reached some ghostly planets. But so much money is spent on these efforts. And whose money it is? taxes from us. Government is not doing something. They are getting like taxes from us. And then they are whatever buying things, this and that, and giving salaries to this so-called scientist. I learned science from here. You can come through Ganges water, even you can go. Even in Ananta Prabhu was in Himalayas. I don't know if he met some sadhus like they have some siddhis. They can walk on water, they can this, that. Even there's one sadhu who used to be, not, I would not say sadhu, some like siddhi person who had this power to get like ashes and this and that, and he was curing people, and he claimed himself as God. And thousands of people were going to him to get cured or this and that. But he cannot stop death. And himself, when became his sick, he was on wheelchair. So these jokes were coming in, let us say, those who are like more active, the thoughtful people, they were saying, oh, he was saying himself God, now he was curing, why don't he cure himself now? And he died like this, becoming sick and this. But at least one should understand who is God, what is God, and then foolishly don't say that I am a God. Even if somebody calls them, sometimes we hear that, oh, I am not claiming that I am a God, but my disciples calls me, so what can I do? Oh, what you can do? You have to tell your disciples that you are not a God. Prabhupada used to become so angry on this thing. If somebody say, I am a God, then he is what? Farid Prabhu? He was not G-O-D, he was a D-O-G. Opposite, dog. Like Chakra Prabhu says just. So then we feel like Vidura Prabhu he's saying you are fortunate, I am fortunate. It's not that they are only fortunate. We all are also fortunate. Because we know this is, nobody can become God, and this like simple things just by showing some mystic power. It's not that you have to surrender him because he's showing some mystic power, or you have to, accept his teachings. No. In India, Prabhupada was asked this question, Swamiji, why don't you show me some magic? You are such a highly elevated person, and sadhus, we know that sadhus have some magical power, siddhis. Prabhupada say, I have done a very big magic. I have done this white people into a brahmanas. This is the magic, my magic. And I was hearing in Bhagavatam also, I don't know where, maybe Chakra Prabhu can remind me, that in one past, where is Krishna came as a Shaktavesh avatar, and he had this all power, but he never showed to the people. He never showed this mystical power. He was telling you have to surrender to Krishna, and then by his own action, he was a king, this and that. I forget, I heard this. So in that, Prabhupada write that this highly elevated Krishna conscious person, they have all the power. When person become really like pure devotee, they got all the power, all siddhis, everything comes, but they don't show. Why they don't show? Because that person will be attracted by the siddhis, not by Krishna. So pure devotees want to make all jiva to get attached with Krishna. Because in conditioned state, he will attach to the siddhi, then he will try to get that siddhi. Then he will deviate it. No. Then this path is like, no. Because it's a material thing. But we have to go back to Krishna. So they never show. But Prabhupada, sometimes he showed mystic power. Right, Leelanath Prabhu? Sometimes he showed this mystic power even. Like very, for such little time. So this great science, like even material science coming from highest planet, it's like from Satyalok they came. To what? To do what? To hear. To do Shravanam. They are like highly elevated people. They live for lakhs of years in Satyalok. But they know, they understand this is not the goal of life. The goal of life is go back to Godhead. That's why they come all the way from Satyalok down to earthly planets, or Maitreya and this Vidura is talking here only. They are discussing here. They came all the way. So we should also understand the importance of hearing by their example. Even when Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, Shukdev Goswami going to speak, Narad ji came, Vyasadev ji came, all great personalities came to hear. Even they were senior, they were, let us say, pure devotees. But it's not that, oh, I know. I'm a pure devotee, I know. No, they came to hear this Krishna Katha. What to say about us? We should be like very determined in hearing. Whenever there is a, like say, this Krishna Katha is going on, discussion about Krishna is going on, not only in class, even among the devotees, we should, if we have time, we don't have service, we should give some time and hear and discuss things. Like I see Janardhan Prabhu, whenever we meet, he is like discussing this thing. Like how this moment, this, that, this is nice. How this, like yesterday in Bhagavad Gita class, he just went to Bhagavatam to like understand one point. This is called like Lalyam, which Lalitanath Prabhu was saying. And they start from here. Sometimes like parents like me, they are worried about their daughters, and I think all parents who have children, they, especially if they have a daughter, they worried. This is the culture. Brihat Mridanga Maharaj was speaking in Vrindavan on seminar of Harin, like chanting. He gives seminars. He's a disciple of Giriraj Maharaj. He was a disciple before, whatever, some Prabhupada disciple who somehow or other caught by Maya. He took reinitiation. Then again Guru, whatever spiritual master, he caught by Maya. Then again he took initiation from Giriraj Maharaj. So I saw he's so much determined. He started his class by saying that Prabhupada, always from Prabhupada Leelamrit he start class. And end up class with Prabhupada Leelamrit. He's so much attached with Prabhupada. And he knows Leelamrit from, let us say, first, like bottom to what, how you say, from beginning to end. Yeah, wonderful. So he was asking this question, what is the biggest worry for the parent? And because this were like all devotees, they were there, congregation devotees. And then one Mataji raised hand and she says, to find a good husband for the girl. He said, yes. Because this is like a responsibility of a parents in Vedic culture to get marry their daughter in a good person, like good devotee, or good person we can say. And one cannot become a good person until and unless one become a good devotee. That's why there was in Gurukul, there was a training, brahmachari. A good brahmachari can become a good grahastha. So Maharaj says, that's why this is the duty of all you parents to send your children in temple. At least they should stay 6 months and get training. Best if they can become brahmachari. Whatever, that was different topic. But here is the science is given. Here Maitreya is saying, Maitreya Muni, they touch the lotus feet of the Lord, which are worshipped with various paraphernalia by the daughters of the serpent king when they desire good husbands. Translation, this is a translation. How to get good husband? Just be a good devotee. The girls should become a good devotee. Then Krishna knows who is good, who is not good. He will send. But girls has to become very good devotee. That's all. And pray to him. Let us say in Western culture, they are separate from parents, they are in brahmacharini ashram. Guru and Krishna, this is all. They don't have to find by themselves. They may get cheated by material energy. Oh, this person sings very nicely, I should marry that. After marriage, the singing doesn't make them happy. Because only Krishna consciousness can make any like everybody happy. Putting a water in the root of a tree, then water will go everywhere, all branches and leaves and everywhere. So the science is given. I was like, when I read it, so nice. Oh, yeah. So we have to teach whoever we are teaching in college and that, this science, by nicely, as it is. No, you can live with your friend as a relationship. Why we are giving them this doggish mentality? Well, from where it coming? You can live with your girl can live or boy can live with the girl as a relationship. It's a new thing coming up, right? And we don't want to marry, we will live in relationship. Oh, what type of relationship it is? Can you explain me? It's like a doggish, like she dog and he dog. Okay, live. And then they expect like good result. How the good result will come? You both will be miserable. And it's happening now in relationship fights are there. Can't stay together. But in Vedic culture, it's like too far. Women even don't see to whom he is going to marry. She is going to marry. A man, he doesn't see he is marry. Just their parents choose, okay, you are going to marry, okay, yes. Like Prabhupada. He didn't see his wife. He just got married. And that is a culture comes. Because Krishna is in the center, nothing. There was no divorce. Nobody hear about divorce. Even Radhanath Maharaj says, in even their time, if somebody got divorced, they were feeling like, oh, it's a very bad thing happened. But now divorce, it's common. Nobody even feel bad. Okay, you are divorced, no problem, chalo. Get another husband or get another wife, that's all. Finish. They want to become happy by going away from teachings of Krishna consciousness. Nobody can become happy. You try whatever you can by your so-called material brain. Whatever solution you will take it out, Prahlad Maharaj says, this will be the cause of your suffering. So don't take out solution from out of going from Krishna consciousness. Go deep in Shastra, have a very good relationship with devotees, discuss with the senior devotees. Kathayantascha ma nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. It's like this. So here it is written like good husband, how one can get husband. And in next verses, like how one can glorify Krishna. Proktam Śrīmad-Bhāgavatamena nivrita. Very nicely it is said. In other words, Śrīla Prabhupāda writes, unless one hears from the proper authority, one cannot become a preacher. In devotional service, therefore, 2 items out of 9, namely, hearing and chanting, Shravan and Kirtanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Dasam, Atman. These are like 9 processes according to devotional service, according to nectar of devotion. There are 9 processes, the steps, science again. This whole science is being taught. It's not something fake. No. How you can glorify Krishna unless you hear. From where? From another pure devotee. And one can say, oh, like in ISKCON there are classes which is the person, we know that he is not a pure devotee. And the person who is speaking, he also knows that he is not a pure devotee. So what is in that case? Very genuine question, right? So this is the duty of a person who is sitting on a Vyasasana. He should just repeat the words of pure devotee. Then he is repeating the message. That's what Prabhupada used to say. You don't have to do anything, something special. You just repeat what I say. Then this pure message comes. And this is called paramparā again. There is no Ritvik system, okay, stop. No. The same message, then we have to give another. If you don't know anything, speak very clearly. No, I don't know about this. This is called honesty. And the honest person in the beginning of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says, this knowledge can be understood, can be heard or understood by the person who is honest in the heart. In his action, in his thought, So what is the difficulty in becoming honest? Only false ego comes. Oh, I am such a such person. How? I don't know. You don't know means you don't know. What is the problem? Accept that. At that time it feels like, so no, okay, you don't know, so Krishna will give you knowledge in the heart. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashita. Prabhupada will make sure that that person should speak properly. When one is surrendered. Again surrender. Surrender means false ego on the side. I am not this body. Naham vipro na vaishya na shuddho na narpati. That's what Lord Chaitanya says. No, I am not this, I am not that, I am not that. I am servant of a servant of a servant, which is very easy to speak from here and it's very difficult to become impractical. That is our sadhana. We don't have to be very so much afraid of that thing. Oh, I am not coming up to that level. You will come. Just stick to the tree. Prabhupada used to say, what is the becoming Prabhupada, I am not a pure devotee. So what is the problem in becoming pure devotee? Just follow what I said. By his own example, he said. Again, like, that is like purport of Śrīla Prabhupāda. Such a great, even it is nothing is written in translation, Prabhupada bring us to that point, practicality, not theoretically. Then it was yesterday's verse, Prabhupada explained so nicely about the forgiveness, quality of forgiveness. It's very difficult, but if somebody offend you, right, say something, Melton Prabhu, you are number one fool. What? So many things people, sometimes it comes. Then immediately, like Leelanath Prabhu was saying, then we plan, oh, in the dream sometime come, I'm beating that person. But we have to be forgive. And even it is like that once, we have heard from Śrīla Prabhupāda, very nice pastime, where he was speaking about Brahmana. That Brahman is like topmost, he is like this, he is like that in one college. I heard like last time, I think, Ananta Prabhu, this Prabhuji from Germany. Prithu Prabhu reminds that pastime. The Prabhupada was in Germany and he was speaking about Brahman, and then one person stand up. So you are Brahman, the topmost person, right? So you are speaking and everybody is hearing. Prabhupada became little pause, at that time stop. Then he says, no, I am not a first class person. I am a fifth class person. I am your servant of a servant of servant.
I think this was Sweden.
Sweden? Yeah, I used to say pastime, yeah. And then tears came in Śrīla Prabhupada's eyes. And Prithu Prabhu was so angry that he should go and beat that person, but what to do? No. So Prabhuji explained yesterday about Haridas Thakur, how he was forgiving this and that. So we have to imbibe that quality of forgiveness. Here, like, very nicely again about quality of hearing, especially Prabhupada explaining that, because in translation it is written, the great sage Parashas, as aforementioned, being so advised by the great sage Pulasya, spoke unto me the foremost of the Puranas, Bhagavatam. I shall also describe this before you, my dear son, in terms of my hearing. Very nicely. Because you are always my faithful follower. He didn't say because I read Bhagavatam many times or this and that, I know Sanskrit. Matsamurti is not saying this. He is saying because in terms of I am hearing. What I heard from Parashar Muni, the same thing I am going to speak. And Prabhupada explained this thing very nicely. He says, as a great speaker of Puranas, Parashar first of all spoke on the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Puran, because it is the foremost of all the Puranas. Like yesterday, Prabhuji take out this point, like for us, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is topmost. Whatever Bhagavatam says, we will repeat. And especially what Prabhupada says. Maitreya Muni desired to narrate the same Bhagavatam he had heard from Parashar. He had heard. And Vidura was qualified to hear because he is faithful of his following the instruction received from the superiors. That's a science. It's not that I do independently something and I will get this transcendental knowledge. No. As soon as one become independent of the desires of the superiors, in our case spiritual master, then this science will not come to us. Then we feel not so happy and blissful in the heart. Then there will be problems. This Prabhupada showed by his own example, and his followers are also showing by his own example. Those who are strictly following Śrīla Prabhupāda, they did great wonder in this world. Great. Wherever they were, wherever they born, no matter in very great family, this, that, but they just follow Śrīla Prabhupāda and great things happen. Like in London, we have Bhakti Vedanta Manor. 4, like our family, Grasthas went there by the order of Śrīla Prabhupāda. In China, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami went. In here, Europe, His Holiness Harikesh Maharaj did such a wonderful service here. Who can do? After, like these people went, sometimes to struggle for preaching. Because the faith that they have, that strong faith and the order of spiritual master, they did wonder. That's what here Prabhupada is writing. Because of his faithfulness and following the instruction received from superior. And it is written here in translation also. Because you are always my faithful follower. Maitreya Muni is telling to Vidura. So this is science. The so-called, what Prabhuji also explained this point also yesterday, the so-called historian calculate Puranas to be only few hundred years old, but factually Puranas existed from time immemorial, before all historical calculation by the mundaners and speculative philosophers. If somebody says, oh no, this is mythology, hey, you are fool, you don't understand, that's why you are saying. You read Bhagavad Gita, step by step, you will understand. You chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you will understand. It's not by your mental speculation. Even if we, in these verses, like when we hear this, at the time when 3 words were submerged in water, who can accept this thing just by brain? Like all 3 words submerged in water. How does it happen? Where is the water, where the earth goes, or where the higher planets goes down? Can you think like from your brain? It can happen? No, it doesn't look like. It's like impractical thing. But spiritually, if somebody understands, when one understands Krishna, when he understands his energies, when he knows the power, his all name, fame, quality, pastime, then yes, it can be happen. This was the case in between one Brahmana and one Shudra. When Naraji was going to meet Vaikuntha, right? And Brahmana says, oh, where are you going, Naraji? I'm going to Vaikuntha to meet Narayan. Oh, really? Then please ask him when I will be liberated. He said, okay. Then Shudra also, the cow, the person who makes shoes and this and that, he also asked, Naraji, you are going to Vaikuntha? He said, yes, can you please ask Narayan when I will be come out of this cycle of birth and death. Naraji went to Narayanji and Narayan says, yeah, you tell cobbler that he is going in this lifetime only, and tell Brahmana that it will take many lifetime to him. Naraji says, oh really? He says, yes. But you tell them that I was doing something special. I was taking the elephant from the hole of a needle. You just tell them this thing, then you will know. Acha, he came back And then he met Brahmanas. He knew verses, he knew everything, Then, oh, you met? Naraji, you met Narayan? He said, yes. So, what he says, when I will be liberated? He said, you will take many lifetimes. Oh, he became a little upset. Oh, how? Why it is like that? He says, actually, Narayan was busy in taking elephant from the hole of a needle. Acha? But how is it possible, Naraji? How the elephant can come out from the hole of a needle? From brain it is impossible. One will say it is mythology. So Naraji understood, okay. Then he went to the cobbler. And he said, okay, when I will be liberated, you ask Naraji. Naraji says, yes. Narad says that, yes, you will be liberated in this lifetime only. Oh, Narayan is so nice, this and that, he glorified Narayan. But Narayan was busy also, he was doing something. Oh, what he was doing? His acts are transcendental, his acts gives us happiness, he glorified again Narayan. He said, what he was doing? He said, he was taking the elephant out of the hole of a needle. Then again he started jumping, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Naraji said, how do you believe this? He said, what is the difficulty in believing that? He said, why? How? He said, you see this tree? He said, yes, this was like Ashwatthana. What is that tree in English? Banyan tree. He was sitting under banyan tree. You have seen banyan tree? Yeah, on the picture. It's like a big, it goes big. Big, sometime. Very big. So you see this whole big banyan tree is in one seed, the small seed. So why he cannot take out elephant? What is impossible for him? So when one comes this realization, then one can really understand, relish these pastimes. Like this Brahmana was relishing, taking out the elephant from the needle. Simple thing. Otherwise, if you don't have faith, if you are not practicing properly, if you are not following the orders, then doubts will come all the time. But that's good, we are here in ISKCON, under the shelter of Śrīla Prabhupāda. He will take care. Thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock. Anybody has comment, question? Sorry, questions. Yesterday we discussed this thing. But I would request Leelanath Prabhu to give, please, comment on something. Janardhan Prabhu is very long time serving in. Our,
I can ask for Shravan, I can ask the same question I asked Ananta
Acha,
Priya.
yeah.
To give some clarification.
Yeah. Farid Prabhu, you are such a humble devotee and enthusiastic devotee is our great.
I don't have questions, but I like it.
Melton Prabhu, service mood. So please start chanting. Thank you. Start with one round.
You just spoke, you were speaking from a different purport, and I
Yeah.